Today I'm here to tell you guys about the time that I got scammed at a card show. Now, as you guys know, Pokemon TCG is a great hobby, but also there are always going to be those people that try to pull a fast one on you. And that's exactly what happened to me, especially me being a newbie at the time, not knowing too much, and I was just inexperienced. So here's how it went down. I actually went to a card show. It was one of my first ones. I was just very inexperienced. I wasn't sure how card shows worked, how trading really worked in TCG, and trading with these vendors. So I went inside, entered the event, and it was actually the very first booth there. And there was a guy there, he had graded slabs, but there was one that really caught my attention. It was the Pikachu 2022 Scarlet and Violet promo with Fuecoco, Quaxley, and Sprigatito in the back. So I saw that he had this card graded as a 10, but the grading service was not PSA, not CGC, anything like that. It was called DSG. I've never heard of them, but the guy, he told me that they're very popular. They're just as popular as PSA. And me being a newbie, just entering the hobby, I wasn't sure, so I just took his word for it. So after that, as I was trying to make up my mind whether I wanted to buy that card or not, it was actually going for $80. It was a DSG 10, and that one was Japanese. But someone came and actually bought it while I was trying to decide. After that, he told me he had another graded one at 9.5, and now this was actually my fault. I just assumed the card was Japanese. He said he had another one like it, but this card was actually Chinese. Now that was clearly my fault. I actually have the card right here with me. As you could see, it clearly says Chinese. So that was just my screw up. But it clearly says Chinese, and I just looked at the letters. I can't tell the difference. Well, actually now I've kind of gotten a little bit better at telling them apart. But I feel that the guy there, he clearly knew that I wanted Japanese. I told him I like Japanese. That's what I was going after. And he just said he had another one like it. Of course, I take full responsibility, not checking. That was my complete screw up. So guys, just be very careful with that. So next, we actually got into negotiating. And this was my very first time dealing with a vendor at an event like this. So I wasn't sure how it worked. But I ended up giving him my binder, and he found 4 cards. I actually wrote them down here. It was the Miriam Full an Entei from Crown Zenith, the alternate art, the Gold Zoroark, and the Fuecoco. So at the time, that had a value of around $60, and that's actually how much he was selling the PSA. Why do I keep saying PSA? DSG, I'm just so used to PSA. The DSG 9.5 Gem Mint. And okay, yeah, the slab was $60, and then the value of my cards at the time were also $60. So I thought it was a fair trade. And then once I told him, okay, are you good with this? And then he's like, no, I need to profit from this. And then he said, throw in an extra $20 and then we'll make the deal. So, me being naive and not knowing how this worked, I'm like, okay, I guess this is how vendors make money, how they profit at these card shows. So I threw in an extra $20.
See that smile.
Which I know now is a mistake, guys. So whenever you're out there at these card shows or anything like that, make sure when you trade, it's of equal value. Unless you guys clearly agree to like maybe $5-10 off or whatever. Just, be aware of what you're trading and the current market price at the time. So to this day, I'm actually still a little bit annoyed because I know this guy for sure knew he was ripping me off. And it's kind of weird because I kind of knew at the time. But me being in the hobby for another year and a half now, I'm more experienced, so I know not to get ripped off like this. But if there's anyone out there, new to the hobby, new to the TCG, new to card shows, make sure you don't get ripped off like this. Whenever you're going to trade, make sure you look at market prices, go on TCG Player, go on eBay, find a pretty accurate estimate of how much your card is worth. Anyway, I hope this helps you guys. Hopefully you haven't been ripped off like this. And guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys on the next one.